Rolling.
So if I can ask you to introduce.
Yeah, sure. I'm Jayan Philip. I'm from the Amber Valley Residential School in Chikmagalur, which is 5 hours from Bangalore.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So to begin, I want to ask you why IMUN India in particular, as opposed to all of the other conferences that happen?
To be very short and to be very frank, it has the name Ivy League. And of course, ILMUNC is a reputed MUN conference held internationally. And so I thought it is good for my children, it is for my kids to come here and to see what an Ivy League MUN is. I want them to experience it, I want them to feel it, so that this experience will hold them good in the near future. And of course, the MUN is a good conference, is a good meeting ground for children to come and talk about issues which confront the world today, which are challenging, which are enriching, and of course, which we all need to know about. After all, what is the UN? It speaks about international peace and security. It speaks about promotion of international peace and security. It talks about the MDGs, the Millennium Development Goals. And that's what the children should know about, because they should know about the rich and the poor. They should know about the developed countries, the developing countries, and of course the major world problems which are confronting humanity today. So I think this is the best platform for the children to come and feel it, and of course to talk about it and think about solutions which can impact the future. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So just building off of that, how has your experience at the conference been, even from an organizational point of view?
No, from the organizational point of view, I think everything has fallen in place. I think right from the execution of the plan, right from, let's say, the people who've taken care of the entire conference, the MUN Cafe, which is organizing it, people who have been of tremendous support. I don't want to name names, but of course, everybody in MUN Cafe has been doing a fantastic job. I don't exaggerate, but I'm just speaking the plain truth as it is. The organizational style and strategy has worked out very well in your favor. There's nothing which anybody can complain of as such. And hats off to MUN Cafe for that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So moving on to a more substantive understanding of model human, from the education background, what do you think would be some of the reasons that this is a learning experience for students, or why would you say encourage some of your students to participate in such conferences?
They should be teaching beyond classrooms, right? I'm an educator, I'm a teacher, I'm also a dean. So I know what it is for a student to be in the classroom. Unlike the classrooms of the past, where it was just a reflection of the teacher and the blackboard, and that's it. Today, our classrooms have become more tech savvy. Our children are much more tech savvy than us. So I think we teachers have to keep pace with them. Now, coming to your point, coming to the question which you asked me, yes, the children should know what the UN is. Because since 1945, we haven't had a third world war as such. Let's say if my children or your kids were living in 1945, things would have been much worse. So the world has changed and moved to a more democratic society where people express their opinion without fear or favor. I'm not saying it happens everywhere and around the world. But in India, I think we are very, very democratic, and the MUN is pretty active. That is because, let's say, I teach history, so we need to bring history alive to the classroom. And the only way to do that is actually to connect the child with history or with the facts directly. And how do you do it? You can do it if children express their opinion and they are willing to talk on certain issues, express their opinion without fear or favor or whatever it is. So that's the way it should be. And MUN is, of course, talking about certain issues which are confronting the world. Let's say you talk about gender disparity in Latin America, which is there now, or you talk about the expansion of the Security Council, of which India is a big stakeholder. And I'm sure most of the delegates here, irrespective of the countries they represent, they would vouch for India to be a permanent member in the Security Council. So there are other issues also, the question of financial reforms which would come in, the question of peacekeeping forces in different parts of in different parts of the world, the UN peacekeeping force. So there are many issues which the children are capable of talking, and MUN or Ivy League MUN gives a perfect platform for it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And just to end it all on a slightly more brief note, let's say, is going to ask you to complete the sentence. If I had to describe Ironmonk India in one phrase, it would be.
International diplomacy in action.
So I'm so sorry, but I'm going to have to request you to give me the entire statement because otherwise there's no context.
International, you asked me that, right? You asked me to frame a phrase.
Yes, sir. And but so also give me, sir. If I had to put Ironmonk India in a phrase, it would be.
Yeah, oh, right. Okay, fine. If I had to put Ironmonk India in a phrase, it is international diplomacy by the leaders of tomorrow in action.
Fantastic. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for your
Thank
time,
you.
sir.
Thank you.